The stitch I'd like to show you next is an open fly stitch. So it's done in exactly the same way as the closed fly stitch, except that you leave gaps in between the stitches. And this is the feathers on my peacock, where I've used open fly stitch extensively. Another one I want to show you is the dress on My Lady in the African Sun, where I've used some little open fly stitches here in the turquoise, and we're going to try and replicate those on the wheel. So for open fly stitch, I've drawn some random curvy lines here, but you could just do them completely freehand. In fact, the prongs will be freehand. So come up at the end of the line and take a stitch down, just like you did for the closed fly stitch. And then come up to the left, a bit further down, but not next to the same stitch. And then go down on the right. Leave the loop and come up at the end of that stitch. And then take a stitch down instead of, so a stitch length down instead of going straight down. So take a length down. And then you can sort of choose where to put your next stitch. So try and imagine a little curvy fern like that, so you can do them shorter or longer. Come up at the end of the stitch, take a stitch down. So the line just helps you get your angle really. So let's do one there, do a shorter one there, come up at the end through the loop, and then take a whole stitch down. I've come to the end. There's my clock going off. So you could finish there, or you could just do another little prong like that if you wish. And then take your thread immediately down into the fabric. So let's do that again left-handed. So come up at the end of the line, take a stitch down, and then come up to the right, go down on the left, and come up through the loop. Like that. Oh, wait a minute, I've forgotten my stitch. So take your stitch down onto the line and then come up on the right, go down on the left, and up through the loop. And then take your stitch, don't forget to take your stitch. So up on the right, down on the left. This may not be quite as neat as the right-handed one, but, and then take a stitch. I'm going to do the final one again right-handed, just to show you again and get that action. So I'll take a final stitch there, and let's leave that one as it is. So I'm going to turn this around a little bit, and then let's do that again right-handed. But I'm going to start a bit further up. Take your stitch down, come up to the left anywhere you like, and to the right. Leave the loop, come up at the end of the stitch and take a stitch down the line. Now I'm aware I've got this one quite close, so I'm doing shorter stitches on this side. I can make them bigger again now. And we're nearly done. On the left, down on the right, to the end, and then take a stitch. And that'll do.